folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and I'm shouting today because I'm really happy. We have reached 1k subscribers, 1000 subscribers. We actually are a little above 1000 subscribers, and that's so awesome. I'm really happy, honestly. I'm celebrating. Thanks for joining the celebration video of hitting 1k. I'm not gonna light the candle. I almost burned a transmute artifact once with a flashlight I used to control it, so I'm very careful. And I actually bought cake, but I thought, yeah, let's not use cake when there's a Black Lotus on the playmat. I want to talk about a couple of things today, folks. I am taking my time for this. I'm really enjoying this celebration. I'm very happy we reached the goal. But first, let me tell you why there is a Black Lotus on the playmat, why I have a Black Lotus here in my hands almost, and I'm gonna have a look at it, a closer look, in a minute. But the thing was, a good friend of mine offered me to trade a video game, the World of Warcraft Collector's Edition sealed, for this Black Lotus if I hit 1k subs, and he more or less did it as a motivation to me because he knew I needed that motivation, and that was beginning of the year. And some of you have been around a little longer, and I'm getting a bit emotional maybe, but I'm feeling good, so no worries about it. But some of you have been around a little longer know that I had some health problems beginning of the year. And I'm cutting a long story short, but I hadn't been feeling well for a while, and I always used to do a lot of sports, so I didn't expect any health problems. I normally work out 5 times a week. I go running 3 times, and I do kickboxing twice a week. So I was thinking I'm a pretty healthy guy, and at a certain point I just couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't know why. I couldn't catch my breath when I was running. I felt tired. I couldn't find the strength when I was doing kickboxing I used to, so it was pretty rough. I went to the doctor a lot of times and they couldn't find anything, which was very frustrating because I just didn't feel well. And beginning of the year, I more or less collapsed and went to the doctor, and they sent me to the hospital right away. So I was lying in the emergency room within a couple of hours, and they discovered that I had problems with my heart rhythm. My heart wasn't beating in rhythm, and that is a big problem, of course, if that keeps on going, because the heart can just stop. So that was very scary. I was laying at a heart monitor, and I'm gonna have a look at the Black Lotus just to distract myself a little bit, and you can have a look at the Black Lotus as well. Just enjoy something very nice when hearing this story. Yeah, it's a little dirty around the edges, but overall it looks very nice. Yeah, we're gonna have a really close look at it. But let me finish the story while looking at the Lotus. So shortly before they wanted to operate, actually, and give me a little pacemaker thing that probably would have given the heart like electro shocks to get it back in rhythm, which of course would have changed my life because everything can happen during an open heart surgery. The heart got back in rhythm by itself, and I felt better instantly, which was amazing. And I was able to leave the hospital even that night, so that was awesome. And I just had to take it a bit easy. And they said, like, you have a birth defect, because they were doing a lot of examinations, and one of my valves isn't as it should be. It only closes with two doors, let's call it doors. I'm not sure how the medical term, or what the medical term is, and not 3 doors, how it should close. But overall, I was really lucky, and I'm feeling a lot better. And as I know what the problem is, I can keep that in mind. And I was getting back on track slowly over the last couple of months. And today, actually, after having such an incredible weekend with reaching 1k, I ran 4 kilometers for the first time, which is not a lot. But everything is relative. I used to run around 10 before. But for me, it's an enormous achievement. So I'm really happy I'm back, and I'm on my way back. So let's get the Lotus here in the sleeve again, and let's talk a little bit more about why this actually makes me so happy. Not because I have a Black Lotus, of course that makes me happy, but what do you think about it, by the way? You had a look at the corners. They are looking pretty nice. The back looks pretty nice. I actually would say I expected a heavy plate Black Lotus, because he said, like, yeah, it's plate. It's heavy plate. But looking at it, to me, it looks more like light plate. So I'm really, really happy with this one. But it's not only about the Black Lotus. He gave me... my buddy gave me a purpose, because I was... inside, I couldn't do a lot of sports. I needed to put my mind on something else, and needed to be distracted, and working towards that 1K goal, which again probably seems like a shitty amount of subs to a lot of other YouTubers. I don't care. To me, it's enormous. I never thought I could reach it, and yeah, working towards that goal gave me motivation, gave me drive, and it's like I always say, you need focus. I remember when I was beginning this, I said, like, yeah, if you want to have certain cards, you need focus. And I actually got messages from people who were able to focus and got their first piece of power. I got messages from people who stopped buying random shit and got their first dual land, for example. Yeah, so all that. And I got a lot of other messages. If I don't mention you, don't be alarmed. I saw that. I read those messages. And I still do. Now, the last couple of days, it took me 6 to 8 hours to just answer all the messages and all the congratulations and all the kind words. It's crazy. And I always try to do that, because I think it's very important. Because I don't care if I have 10,000 or 100,000 subs or 1,000. And it sounds strange, but I don't, because I think the communication with just 1 or 2 or 3 of you, and now it's 1,000, it's the same. It has the same importance to me. So that was quite a journey. And those words from you guys, and the motivation during these months, and a lot of you were wishing me well, and they didn't even know what was going on. I only told a couple of you, because I don't like that stuff, but I think it's a good moment. So it's not, I'm telling you not, I'm not telling you because I want to feel like, I want to make you feel, oh, that poor guy. I don't care. I'm back on track now, I can tell you. So feel happy. That's why I didn't tell you before, because I don't want to bother anyone with my problems. So now I'm actually focusing on something again, and that is getting back in shape, and being motivated again, finding energy again. So took me a lot of energy to keep up the channel, actually, and without a couple of people that were commenting all the time, and even in the bad times when I didn't get any views and I didn't get any subs, and I just was losing subs, which was okay. I still was doing it for the people who were there, and I'm still doing it for you who are here at the moment. But it still, of course, didn't help with the motivation. I'm only human. Because of these people, I went on. I kept going, and that is amazing. And I want to thank you all for that. I don't want to mention anybody in particular, because I think that wouldn't be fair, because I can't mention 1,000 people here now. But believe me, I see what you're doing. I see the people answering every single video or commenting on every single video. I see the people being nice to others. I recognize the people who have sent me stuff, not because I want stuff, but because of the gesture. And they all know who they are, because it's a handful. I really want to thank the Patreons. And it's not the first thing I said when I created the Patreon was like, please do not support my Patreon if you can't, because I don't want this. I can use the money, definitely. I can use the support because I put a lot of time and effort, but also a lot of money in the channel. All these random buys and reserved list buy videos, in which I always tell you what I pay. And I sell stuff for that, but that's stuff I sold. The money I could probably use for something else as well. And I had a lot of stuff in the house I needed to do, and that needed to be done. So it's not about the money. If you can't afford it, please don't support me via Patreon. But if you can, and the people who do, I really appreciate it, because I think it's awesome that somebody supports me financially even. Just because they like my content. That's incredible to me. So thanks a lot to them, to the 6 of you, which is really, really cool. I never would have thought that would happen. So yeah, I will always keep those 6 in mind. But I want to thank the whole community, because if you can't, or if you don't want, that's fine. I don't want anything from anybody. I'm doing this because I love it. I'm doing this because I love talking about Magic the Gathering, even in these tough times in which I am very frustrated with the way everything is going with Magic the Gathering. Please do not buy this fucking 30th anniversary edition. Just do not buy it, please. It's the death of Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. But let's stay positive here. So I'm going to show you how I got the Black Lotus, and then we're gonna put it in a binder, in the unlimited binder, and then I think we're gonna finish the video because we're well over 10 minutes. Then I went up to the attic, to the mythical attic, in which all my stuff is stored. My wife doesn't allow me to leave downstairs because I got too much stuff. And I was looking, oh man, just it's too much. I was looking for the World of Warcraft Collector's Edition, and I needed to get to my buddy because he wanted to leave. So I was driving through the rain yesterday. Don't worry, I just quickly took a video in like a 30 zone, and nobody was around, and it was raining, so it wasn't that dangerous. I never and please don't, I never take my phone in my hands. But then I was there, and he gave me the Black Lotus. I had a quick look at his collection, which now is complete. You can see it here. It looks amazing. He got all the world. He just was missing the vanilla one, and he gave me the Black Lotus, and I had a look at it when I was home, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. That's a cool thing. I worked towards something. The times were so rough, but I still managed to get where I want and achieve my goal. And my goals are a lot lower than other goals, but that's not important. It's your goal that is important, which it means to what it means to you. So drove back home, and now we're putting it in the binder, folks. It's here. The Black Lotus is here, and I'm really happy about it. I think I wanted to say 100 more things, but I'm gonna leave it to that. Maybe you can use it as a motivational speech. I don't know. I'm not a motivational speaker, but yeah, if you put your mind to it, and sometimes you have obstacles that are very difficult to overcome, but even then, as you heard earlier in the video, even then you can get back on track if you put your mind to it. So yeah, stay healthy. That's why I always say it. Now you know. Stay frosty, because I have to stay cool, not to get my heart pumping again. That's why I always say it. Now you know. And thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for listening. That's also what I always say, and now you know why. I talk to you next time. That's always what I say, because I will be here next time to talk to you. And now you know why. So, yeah, folks. Stay healthy, stay frosty. Thanks for listening, and I talk to you next time. Bye bye.